But if he texts you good morning and good night, he your boyfriend. Hey guys, so today I'm finally gonna do a girl talk video. So I'm joined with Kayla and Shania so that they can give their insight as well. I think that we've all had very different experiences with dating and relationships, so I think it's a good dynamic to talk about this. The first thing I think we should touch on is the differences in like the definitions of friends with benefits versus talking versus dating. Because I think that our generation does not know the differences between these things.
Okay, I guess I'll start off with talking, the basic. So talking is when you meet someone, y'all are interested in each other, and you feel kind of a nice little vibe with them. And it might be more occurrent than a friendship with a guy. Like you might want to talk to him every day, you might want to know what he's going on, the same from him to you. So that's kind of what talking is. It's not too much of anything serious, you're just like kind of getting to know each other, and there's a spark, like a peak of a romantic interest.
But I don't think that it includes going on dates.
It doesn't.
It does.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits, basically you're just getting your nut and you leave. Like you're not required to talk to them every day. Like it's literally just where you at, what you doing, come over.
No,
like,
but you can be their friend.
okay, and like
You have to be emotionally mature
think-
to handle the actual friends with
Exactly.
benefits.
I feel like that friend word, I feel like it should really be acquaintance with benefits. I don't know, actually.
Friends with benefits only works if y'all don't catch feelings.
Yeah, you can be their friend. You can lay.
Exactly.
But I don't think you can be their friend for, I think it's more like an acquaintance. I would not go do things with my friends with benefits, ever.
They
I
didn't
feel
say
like,
acquaintance
I feel like
with
what
benefits.
happens is, like with friends with benefits, a lot of times because you're friends with them, you start getting an emotion. Because I feel like being friends with someone, you have to have some emotional
That's why you gotta
attachment
be
to them.
emotionally mature before you get into a friends with benefits relationship.
I feel like people our age, personally, and people younger cannot handle that kind of relationship.
And you think you can, and
You can't. So, dating. I think a lot of people have issues with this word. Because dating literally is when you are going out on dates with someone. You like them, they like you, but y'all aren't exclusive. Y'all are not together, but you're seeing them only, like frequently, and you're going out with them frequently.
Dating is not seeing them in the hall saying hello.
No.
Hugging them on the way to class. Dating
That's
is
not dating.
y'all are going on dates. He is able to take you places and show you how it should be to, a guy to take a girl out. She can do the same.
And also, you can date other people. You can go out on dates with other people.
And
you can talk to multiple guys if you want, hang out with multiple guys, girls, whatever your preference is. I feel like that dating is not exclusive.
if every time y'all link, y'all hang out in his dorm room, y'all aren't dating.
Y'all are not dating.
Y'all are spending time together.
Okay, that's boyfriend
texting someone and calling someone is not dating them because you're not going out with them, period.
Oh, for sure.
Dating also does not mean that you're in a relationship.
Top tier would be like an
a
actual
relationship. That's something that's established. You're my boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. We're exclusive. We're not going to be talking to other people. Like
Unless y'all into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, unless you're in an open relationship. But to me, an open relationship is basically just dating.
I mean, I'm not well versed in the subject, but I feel like
I think in some cases, an open relationship is basically just dating.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about kind of like dating for experience versus dating to marry versus being in a relationship to marry versus being in a relationship to gain experience.
Being in a relationship to marry. That means that you've been in a relationship with a person and you are trying to you're trying to work through these obstacles not just for like your own benefit but for both of y'all so that y'all can eventually get married. Because dating for experience, it keeps you from being heartbroken too much. It keeps you from falling for people when you don't really know them.
But I feel like they don't get into a relationship, period.
But that's why we're saying I'm saying dating for experience. That keeps you from.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, okay.
But experience just like with guys or with
Dating for experience,
like
what
just to
type
have
of guy
fun.
you like, see who you're compatible with, see
But like
what type
not
of
getting
guy.
into a relationship.
Yeah.
So with dating, I date with the intention for experience because I'm having fun, because I'm out here experiencing new people and like getting to know different people. But when I get into a relationship, I had the intention of getting into a relationship to marry that person. I'm not going to get into a relationship with someone that I can't see myself with in the future because then I would never, like at that point, then what was the point? It's okay to, have fun, date different people, but don't get into a relationship if you can't see yourself with that person because people can make you happy temporarily. But if that person doesn't have certain qualities that you know for sure that you need in a husband or wife, then I wouldn't get into a relationship with them.
and don't confine yourself to a type of guy.
Please.
Like, just
don't.
And if you do have a type, look and see why you have.
Do they look like your father? Do they look like your brother?
Do they act like them?
Do they act like them? Do they act like somebody who maybe you've been in a past relationship with that you wish worked out? Like,
do they have some kind of tendency?
Do y'all believe in like signs when y'all date, like astrology? Yeah.
To an extent. Just because, okay, because like I kind of I like
It's on my nerves.
the more that I have been like dating guys and like getting into relationship with guys, I've noticed that certain things just aren't gonna work. And it might not even just be astrology, it could be personality types, but I definitely think that people are put into different categories.
I'll say about the astrology stuff because I'll say don't take it necessarily too serious, because what one friend had to tell me was like, yeah, like y'all look compatible and yeah, this is this and this is this, but you actually have to live in the reality. Like, it's telling you in the case of like, if you're going to do what you need to do as a person, basically the relationship will be compatible if you're understanding each other and communicating and looking at everything else. You can't just look at somebody's sun sign and be like, oh, these sun signs are compatible.
Talk about when to have the conversation. So like, you know, you're feeling somebody and then you're like wanting to take that next step into a relationship. Like, when do y'all feel like is the right time to bring that up, or like how do you go about bringing that up?
So first of all, I know it's like really taboo for like girls to shoot those shots. My thing is, closed mouths do not get fed. If you like a guy, you're feeling him, DM him, say hi.
Sometimes some of the best relationships happen when girls shoot their shot first, because maybe they've never seen you around before. Maybe they don't know who you are, but you know who they are. So like, you know?
And yeah, and a lot of guys think that women have the control of the situation. So
also, some guys are just shy.
And then when's a good time to have the talk? As soon as you're feeling the person, because
I never thought about that.
my thing is,
she said like as soon as your like emotions change for them. Like that would not have been my answer.
Because transparency is like the best thing you can have in any sort of relationship.
How, like, what is you guys' stance on like, because like I feel like a lot of people have stigmas in relationships about like, oh, it needs to be this amount of time before this happens, and I personally don't believe in that. I think that when you know, whether that's 2 weeks in or 2 years in.
And this goes into even the next topic about passion and lust, because you might think that, oh, stuff is happening so quickly, but you have to analyze and see if I actually like this person. Because yes, time could be going quickly. No, you don't put a time step on love, but is it actually love? Is it actually, you know, intimate? Is it actually something? That's why these relationships be so mushy-gushy in the beginning, is because we get so caught up in everything that we, oh my god, this guy is this, oh my god, is that, oh my god, is this. But we're not, at the same time, we're not sitting there accepting everything that's wrong with this guy as well.
Which gets into the point of us talking about kind of like that idea of puppy love and lust versus real, like genuine, unconditional love. Real love is unconditional. When you first meet someone and you're like so attracted to them, and like I think a lot of times it's the way they look usually. You're so attracted to the person, the way they look, you think they're so fine, beautiful, whatever, and you get so caught up in the way that they look. And I think that a lot of times people confuse that kind of feeling of like sexual attraction with like real attraction.
People don't realize like how many people there are out there that you've yet to meet. Like, you meet one person and you're like, oh my god, like this is great conversation, this is, I've opened up to you so much, I've da. But there's so many other people out there that you have a possibility of connecting like that with.
I don't see a problem with that personally.
It's not too
like,
much
I don't
of a
see a
problem,
problem
but
with
just
if
make
you-
sure that it doesn't get to be a problem.
Oh, because like I feel like if you meet someone and you vibe with them and you feel good about them and you can see yourself with them, then be with them.
Yo,
That's just me. Yo, can I call you back when I'm done filming this?
Damn.
Can I call you back when I'm done filming this?
Wow, that's crazy.
You want to say hi?
You're busy, bye.
What's up?
Okay, bye. When did you take that picture?
I'm like,
Oh, she look good. And with lust, it's very shallow and surface level. So when you start learning things about somebody that you don't like, it's like a huge deal. When it doesn't have to be, because you don't like have a genuine love for them, you don't have a genuine connection with them. Like, it's a problem.
Like, what do you like about the next step for the sex? Like,
Or the looks.
or the looks, like, if you take all that away, like,
What is there?
What is there?
personality-
If you love someone, you don't need any of that, and you could still be with them. Hey, I'm filming. Can I call you back? All right. Now we're gonna talk about being in relationships and like things that you feel make a good relationship.
Understanding that at our age, we can't spend 24/7 together. As that people are busy. And I know me personally.
People are also fake busy.
But I'm personally busy. If like there's something I can be doing every day. So it's important to realize I might not be able to text you, call you every day, but as long as you communicate, like, listen, I'm gonna be out for the day, love you, I'll talk to you later, or, you know, I'll see you tonight. Like,
that's the point, communicating that.
Communicating that.
To piggyback off of that, I definitely think that though, like, if you want to be with someone, you're going to be with them. You're gonna make time for them, because I know me personally, I'm a very, very busy person. Like, I always have so much going on, but I make time for those that I love. I make sure that I at least drop in to see my friends, like, even if it's for an hour, 30 minutes. Like, I make sure that I'm still texting people and calling people, because nobody's full 24 hours is completely booked up. Here who work real 9 to 5s, who for real work like 80 hours a week and still are able to keep relationships with people. So to me, that being busy is just an excuse to not be with someone. Communication is the biggest thing in a relationship, in my opinion, above anything. If you do not communicate in a relationship, it's gonna fail. You can't not say anything about problems you're having, about things you're concerned about anything, and expect it to get better, because it's not.
You shouldn't want to need a person to live. Oh my God, this is my air, this is my oxygen. Oh my God,
yeah,
this is my life. This is my lifeline. No, that's not your lifeline. You're your lifeline. Like, accept yourself first before you love somebody else.
We women, or if you're dating a guy, we shouldn't be expected to build them up or make them who they're gonna be.
I have a problem with that.
Well, you disagree with what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying I
that's
have
her
like,
issue
I
too.
personally,
And mine too.
I'm a fixer. I like to fix people.
But that's
I
issues
like
within ourselves that we haven't looked at.
Oh, what is it? No, because like I love projects. I like to fix them, because I see things in them that like I know that I can fix, and like I like doing that.
But is it that you keep trying to fix them because there's something about you that you can't fix?
I feel like when I get in relationships, I'm so maternal. I don't think
it's a maternal
thing.
I just think it's like a man who has himself together that might challenge you a little bit. A man who, do you think that would like challenge you?
No. Love languages. Well, my love language is quality time, and then below that, like a couple points below, is acts of service. Physical touch, 0. Gifts is like a 2.
Quality time, words of affirmation, and then physical touch is how I feel that you like me. But when I like somebody, mines are like acts of service. Like, I just like doing stuff for people.
I feel that mine is quality time.
Aww.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we all get along so well, because we like spending time with each other.
Yeah.
Which means basically how you interpret love, I guess. Interpret's that word. So
feel
like
it.
for us, since all of our highest quality time, we feel that a person loves us when they want to spend time with us. Like when I'm with someone, whether it's dating or in a relationship with them,
But
and they leave, I get kind of upset.
That's
but
possessive.
I mean,
You're going to work.
You're going to work. You're doing all that without me. I definitely think in relationships, knowing your partner's love language is so important, because then you know what works for them, you know? Because like if your love language is quality time, and that's somebody's lowest love language, and their love language is like receiving gifts, then like you need to tweak how you treat them in a relationship. And same goes vice versa. They need to make sure that they're spending time with you. That too.
See if you're willing to, because just because you're with a person doesn't mean you have to tweak how you are. Like, if you're not comfortable giving that, but that goes with if you care about the person enough. But I'm just saying, like, you don't necessarily have to change yourself just because of the person you're with. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then obviously it's not for you.
So we're gonna talk about red flags in relationships and dating.
I think one big red flag is if they're trying to police everything you do, control everything you do, telling you what you can and can't do, can and can't say, can and can't wear.
That is an abusive. That is the start of an abusive relationship.
You have one father and one mother. No one else can tell you what to do. If them, even.
If them, because it's really your life.
Right.
If we're being 100%.
Okay, if somebody shows you who they are, you gotta
You have to believe them. My mom tells me that all the time, but it's like people will show me who they are the first time, and I'll be like, it was just one time. No, it was one time. All it takes is one time.
I'll be asking God for a sign, and he showed me a sign, be like, show me another one.
No, literally. When he shows you once, that needs to be it, period. Definitely if he only wants to hang out with you at night, he only wants to talk to you at night.
Another red flag is if you're the source of like all his hope to do anything. If you're the reason that he gets up and goes to work, if you're the reason he's doing good in school,
I had to leave.
or even if reverse, girl to guy, if she's the reason to, or anything.
People say things like they want the person to be everything for them when they get into a relationship with them, but I personally disagree with that.
And that's selfish too, because if you're wanting a person to be what you want them to be, are you really liking them for who they actually are?
Relationships, I think a lot of times are to grow with someone, because I think that when you're with someone and you love someone, you learn a lot about yourself. And I think that that's the most valuable thing you can gain from a relationship, is learning about yourself. And yeah,
and you can grow separately together. Like, that makes sense. You're not together, but you're still in each other's lives growing. But what I feel like, this is the first thing: love yourself. Love yourself and accept everything that's wrong with you before you can go and try to fix or help better another person. You have to realize all of your flaws, and you have to realize this is towards me, and you have to realize your potential before you find worth in another man. Because if you know your worth, he's gonna follow suit. If you know your worth, everybody else is gonna know your worth too.
These guys like buses, you know, one go, another one come, and another one waiting. Like, they gonna be here regardless. So you get your stuff
But that's
together.
the truth.
Yeah,
that's
you get your stuff
We really
together.
be crying over dudes like you're not cute, and it's not another one right after that.
Focus on you. Get your bag. Get in your bag, and then you find a guy that's up to your level.
my thing is, don't waste your tears on these dudes. And I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna cry over more guys, I'm not gonna cry over more situations, because I'm a crybaby.
But you only get so long.
Right, but like you it's limited. You get your time, you get your whole 24, 48 hour period, but after that you need to suck it up and act like nothing happened. You're the ish.
No, you're the ish.
You are, like, and I think so many girls don't realize how great they are, and like how much potential they have, and like how they already are something so beautiful and so amazing and have so much going for them, because they're worried about one guy's opinion, or one guy not wanting to be with them, or one guy making a comment about the way they look, and like you can't let that get to you. So you get a 48-hour cry period, and then you need to boss back up and level up, period. So now we're gonna just answer a couple of questions, because we put questions that we were doing Girl Talk, and some guys actually commented. I asked, how do y'all like to be approached? To be approached respectfully. That's the best way that I can put it.
Oh, I've been with one of your homeboys. Don't approach me.
Yes, if you know I was with your friend, do not approach me, because I'm not a homie hopper.
I like to be approached in a very respectful way, like she said. Like when a guy's like approaching me, like, I just really mess with your da-da-da-da-da. He's complimenting on stuff that's not necessarily fit. Like, not, oh, you're just so beautiful, you so fine, da-da-da-da-da. So don't necessarily approach a girl.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I mean, it just depends on the type of girl you are. I wouldn't be mad at that either, but I'm saying that's the type of approach that I like. That's the type of approach that made me be like, oh, you a man. You're not just on, you're not just on no little boy type stuff. But don't be scared to approach a female either. Just be respectful.
Don't be afraid.
Just because I'm assuming whoever asked this asked that because they want to approach females. But like if she dubs you, then guess what? She dubs you.
That's her loss.
It's hella females out here, just like it's hella dudes.
I got another question too from a guy, and he said, how do you know you're entering a relationship for the right reasons?
I think that goes back to basically what we said earlier. If you can take away all of the physical, like all of those aspects that can be classified as lust, and you genuinely like the person, like you love them unconditionally, or you like them unconditionally, then you're entering the relationship.
You can sit and ask yourself, or write it out and say, like, why do I like this person? What about this
pros
person?
cons list. I do that all the time.
And if the pros outweigh the cons, then yeah, like it's valid. But
and it's not all physical. Like nothing on that list should be physical. So yeah, that's all for this Girl Talk about dating relationships. If it was long, I'm sorry, but we had a lot to say, and I think this is something that's important, not only just for girls, but like guys, you could learn a lot from watching this too, for sure. And yeah, do comment, like, so we can keep the conversation going. If there's anything that we didn't mention, like,
or if you don't agree.
Yes, if you don't agree, tell me why. Don't just leave a mean hate comment, because I've been getting a lot of hate comments. You can get skiddly pop if you have something negative to say without backing up your reason. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.